What did you do?
As you're taking him down, the gunshot goes off. He has stopped breathing. He is no longer conscious.
No. Don't die on me now. Don't die on me now.
Time waits for no man. As this old saying echoes through this corridor of history, the relentless march of seconds become a haunting refrain, reminding us of its importance. As time slips through our fingers like sand, trickling down this hourglass with a silent, mocking rhythm, shadow spectators watch and whisper secrets of the past. As the investigators narrow in on a lead, only time will tell if the threads can be pulled into the light and cast those hiding in with the blinding truth. In the curious realm where logic bends and reality twists, we find ourselves tumbling through the rabbit hole of existence, a place where time and reason dance a mad waltz. A line is drawn between dream and a waking blur, and we wander through this wonderland of shadows and light, and we can stand at the crossroads of what is and what might be. The Circle of the Sunstone Charter, assignment number 133-B, the Scarlet Letter. We are joined back into the world of New Fair. We watch the camera pass through the front doors of this enormous mansion where this ball was set. It continues to ride along the floor, the black and white checkerboard obviously shown there. We watch also as our investigators are around the room. Curled up in a ball, we watch as blood starts to spill out from the injured Hatter. And next to him, Vivi, describe yourself, what you look like tonight.
So Vivi had taken off of her gold lace makeup, and underneath it is kind of her circus makeup with pinks and purples. But recently she acquired a bit of a scar that you can see tears scarring on her face, kind of with like a golden hue to it. Otherwise, she's kind of a 5'5", sprightly, olive skin type girl with big curly golden locks, kind of representative of a certain storybook character if you couldn't tell. And she kind of had a bulletproof cape in this kind of like hot pink kind of look that she covered her love Hatter with for certain reasons that happened. And she's still kind of dressed in her circa outfit, but she's in this big kind of cloak cape thing so that she can kind of cover up and be a little bit less exposed.
Amazing. So tonight, we watch as Vivi curls up next to the Hatter. We watch as the camera turns and shifts over your shoulder as we see Victor running in your direction. The Hatter grabs, well, I wouldn't say grasp her, but leans over to whisper something into your ear. Querida, we need to get out of here. It's not safe anymore.
Evidently, but where are we going to go?
Let me take care of that. Can you provide cover?
At that moment, she takes a smoke bomb kind of flashbang and tosses it kind of like in a magician type style.
As the smoke gets thrown down to the floor, we watch as Victor is mid-step, mid-stride to where you're going. Is there anything you'd like to do before you leave?
She drops a note with a watch of sorts. Just enough time to scribble something out, but she definitely looks at her brother with this like wide-eyed moment of like, don't worry about me.
As the camera looks at your face and zooms in, the puff of smoke engulfs you and Hatter. A veil is then open in front of you, big enough for both of you to crawl through. And as the smoke dissipates, the last thing that Victor sees is a wink from Hatter and a smile. And the veil closes behind them. We now follow Vivi and Hatter as they walk through this veil. Things seem to be all out of sorts. It's very much a place where gravity, time does not exist. Things float in midair. You could see pieces of furniture. You see clocks. You watch the sands of time fall from the sky. And you walk your way through this maze, and you hear Hatter walking slowly as you head towards a destination unknown. Vivi, do you remember that one spot?
Yes.
That's where I'm trying to take us.
Let me help you.
He leans over and puts his arm around you as you guys hobble across the sand. Is there anything going through your head right now, Vivi?
Oh, so much. Definitely playing everything back in her head, like flashes of moments like leading up to what's happening to her, seeing her brother shooting the gun. She doesn't know if it was at her or at Hatter or at something else that maybe she hadn't seen. She's thinking about Monica and watching her being ripped away by these strings. She also flashes to Cece and like basically like bulldozing her to the ground and covering her mouth and like hearing the crunch of the mask underneath her, to the tango that was ensuing between her and Hatter. It just like trying to replay all the words that were happening, and like there were some faces that were fuzzy to her. She can't quite make out, but like as she's playing this and like kind of getting them to their location, she starts to kind of materialize like and piece together what faces were standing where, and she vaguely remembers, I think correctly, there was somebody standing over her brother for a second there. And she thinks she might know who that was.
There was the statue that was standing over her brother.
Okay. Yeah. So she's trying to piece everything together right now.
So as you continue to walk through, you start to look over at Hatter, and you can see that Hatter is putting pressure onto his stomach. And when you do, you notice that it's starting to trickle down blood from his innards. He's walking a little slower, and he looks over to you. Not the meeting I was expecting.
This is no laughing matter. Stop using your energy.
Yeah. We're almost there. Can't either.
Can you hold it together?
Yeah. And as he says that, he coughs up just a little bit of blood. Yeah, never better.
She pulls out a already kind of messed up hanky and like cleans his face.
Thanks. You see him wave his hand, something that you haven't seen before. This is all new to you. You've never seen Hatter perform like this. And when he does, darkness envelops his body, and tendrils sprout out, excuse me.
What are you doing? What is this?
I'm getting us safety. I'll explain everything later. Right now, we need to get out of here. And you'll watch him hunch over as he's using every last bit of energy that he has to open a veil small enough for you both to walk through. Get through.
Ooh, can I do this? I would like to try to fully lift him up.
Sure. We're gonna say, due to his weakened state, he's going to let you lift him. And how would you like to do that?
He's bleeding out in the midsection, correct?
Yep.
So she's gonna have to cradle carry him so that it doesn't get worse.
He's about 210 pounds, but Vivi, she's small and petite in frame, but she's a strong one. So you lift him, and you carry him through this veil. When you get through this veil, the veil immediately closes behind you. And when you look around, it's a familiar cabin. What does this cabin look like to you?
It has a warm, glowing fire in the hearth, kind of simmering away. A small hallway kind of leading off into a couple of bedrooms, but inside where they just walked in through kind of the front door, it's like a coastal kind of don't want to say shack, but for lack of a better term, kind of a wooden shack, but it's a little bit bigger, very homely. The decor has a coastal vibe to it, with a ship inside of a bottle, on the wall, a couple of different pictures. But if you look closely, the pictures aren't seemingly of Vivi and Hatter. They're just random pictures. And there's a nice cozy kitchen, probably very small, tucked into the corner, and the house smells a lot like sea salt and coffee.
You'll also notice in the corner of the room, there's a vase. And in that vase, he always placed your favorite flowers. And a fresh bouquet sitting there.
When did you have time to do that?
This isn't the first time we've met.
No, and I have a feeling it's not going to be the last either, but how did you do that? How did you do any of this? And why is my brother trying to shoot you?
As you ask and bombard him with questions, you'll watch him collapse as blood continues to be pouring out of his midsection. Go ahead and do a read roll for me. And what you're doing here is you're realizing, you're trying to see if this is something you can take care of with medicinal experience that you have.
I got a 2 and a 4.
You have a mixed success. The mixed success is, you can definitely tell he's bleeding out. He doesn't have much time. The part that you fail here is that you don't have enough supplies to take care of him. You're gonna have to go out. You know there's a small town nearby where you can go and grab some supplies and be back just in time but you need to take care of the wound. You do notice that the fireplace is going on, and there seems to be a fire poker nearby.
Whoa. Okay. Oh. This might be gruesome, but with my limited medical experience from having been in the military, I do know that there's a possibility of either tying it off with a scarf for now to stop the bleeding, but that's not going to help in the long term. Cauterizing? Is that a thing with the fire?
There is. You can cauterize the wound with some flame. You do know that from field experience that people out in the fields are able to cauterize a wound with enough heat. It will singe the skin, close it together, temporarily stopping the bleeding. However, the internal bleeding may continue, so you're gonna need to make sure that before you cauterize, you take care of anything that may be nicked.
So, initial moment is she has a scarf, like sash around her hips. She's gonna take that off and tie it around him as tightly as possible to slow-ish. I know. This is, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure this out. Just stay still. As she runs to the kitchen to opening and slamming the different cabinets to try to find as much alcohol as possible.
Sure, you find some old alcohol bottles laying around. They seem to be some rum. You got vodka. You have some tequila. Or at least what tequila would be in this location.
I grab all of the bottles.
Perfect. As you grab the bottles and bring them over to the station, you do realize there is a knife nearby. There are some forks, spoons. There is a sewing kit.
Any cups?
There is a cup.
Okay, I grab all the things.
There's a teacup.
Perfect.
Yep. All right. As you grab all of the items and you rush your way through the kitchen back into the bedroom, he is going in and out of conscious.
Okay. Vivi kind of pulls him to her, kind of trying to get him to rouse again. Are you with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I want you to take a sip of this. And she gives him pretty much half the bottle of rum.
He'll see him and he'll kind of swing it all the way back as much as possible. No.
It's gonna burn a little bit. This is gonna burn a little bit more. And she takes off the scarf, twists it and shoves it in his mouth like I need you to bite down on this. So she bites down, and she's gonna pour the vodka across his cut to start sanitizing it. I know. Stop. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. Take a deep breath. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And she pours again.
At that, he passes out.
Okay. I don't remember. Do I sew? Do I do the cauterizing? She's visibly panicking because she can't remember all of her training.
Sure. So as you continue to go through it, you're going to realize that he is still bleeding. But it doesn't seem like, from initial glance, anything internally was nicked. So you're able to at least cauterize the wound to buy you some time.
Oh, okay. Vivi walks over as confidently as possible and grabs the poker.
Okay.
And she walks back to Hatter. She holds him, like his head in her hand for a moment and studies his features, like as he's passed out. And she kind of like rouses him again. Are you still with me?
It's just a heavy breath. He's still there.
She's gonna lay a very gentle kiss on him.
What are you doing?
Something that's going to hurt. And she sticks him with the poker to start cauterizing the wound.
A loud scream is then given, and the scene fades to black. A couple days pass, and it is now the third day. You've gone to town. You've returned with a couple different supplies to hold you guys over. You still, the first day, noticed that the mask was still on. Did you take it off?
Yes.
When you look at Hatter, you can see now that he has scars all over his face. He looks like he has a broken glass, fractures everywhere. You'll notice sometimes when he was sleeping that tendrils would come out from the side of his bed. You know Hatter from before, you've seen him before, you've been with him before, but you've never seen this. So now the camera watches you carry some supplies into the house. Close the door behind you. And when you do, what do we see inside this bedroom?
So Vivi closes it and she puts the bags down and immediately goes to his side, gives him a kiss, and kind of explains her day as she traces the cracks on his face. And she's kind of talking through all of the events that happened. I really don't I don't understand. People in my circle showed up. My brother was there. You were there. And you told me to leave. Why would you tell me to leave when all of this stuff is happening? And as she's talking to herself, she gets up and starts pulling out pictures and portraits of certain people, like her brother, like a young woman, an even younger looking man. And she starts pulling out blue like yarn, and she starts trying to connect what she knows between the different portraits. And I think after a while, if one were to pull away, you could start seeing kind of a spider web, conspiracy board, whatever you'd kind of want to call it. Everything that she thinks she knows to connect the story of what had happened, because she hadn't talked to her circle. She had no idea really who, like, if they were going to show up to the event. She didn't even get to talk to really anybody at the ball. So she's only going off of information that was told to her by Hatter, told to her by Monica and Kaz when she first saw them. That's all she's got.
As we take a bigger glance through the camera's lens of what you have on the board, the camera will pan over to the left, starting from left to right. You see that the pictures focus in on a group of people that we've seen before. And underneath them is scribbled names: Michael, John, Wendy, Peter. These connections have been made. You've made these connections already, and we watch as the string is then followed along. And we see a bunch of question marks in the middle, in the center. What does that mean? Then we go to the right, and we see another group of strings, a different color. Not crimson, not red. But you see pieces cut up, put onto the board itself. And there's a silhouette picture that you've drawn with a big circle on it and a question mark. You can see an old picture, a younger version of the Hatter in the center. Strings all connected between Peter, the Hatter, and this third shadowed figure. The camera continues to span all over this board. We see the circle members, Alice, Annie, Dr. Diantha, Kaz. We see your other circle members, Echo, Cecily, Myra, Victor. You're trying to make this connection. What is the connection that you're trying to make?
Just trying to understand how it all connects, why we're all called in the first place.
As you're pondering and standing there, you look at Hatter's face and notice the cracks seem to get bigger. He wakes up, eyes open, and he leans to his right. That's a close one, eh?
Close one. You nearly died.
Comes with the territory, you know that, querida.
On normal circumstances, yes. I don't know if you can call this normal.
Look, I can see that you've been busy. I think it's time for us to talk.
Oh yes, you you have no idea. She pulls out a bottle of wine.
As he struggles to sit up, you're going to notice that when he places his hands onto the side of the bed, some more fractures are starting to appear.
All right, let's start with the basics, okay? What is this? And she holds up a cogwheel.
You'll see him touch his jacket. Well, where do I start? So, there was this man. He came to me. He came to me not too long ago. I was at my lowest. Things were getting out of hand where I was. The dreams never stopped. The things we saw in the war, things that will never escape my mind. The letters I wrote to you, you got them, no?
Of course, I responded back.
Then you understand that I had to do anything to protect the things that I love. There are things in this world, as you saw, that are beyond even my comprehension. You'll see him put his hands to his face, take a deep sigh. That cogwheel is the only reason why we are still alive. I see you put it in a box, which is smart. If he finds it, we are all in trouble.
Who's he?
Someone you do not want to meet.
Why is he murderous?
I know you are part of Candela, no?
Yes, for now, I suppose.
What is it that you know about them?
Them who? My partners? The organization? Because quite frankly, not much.
Then why are you with them still?
Oh, that's easy. My brother.
What has your brother told you?
Quite honestly, not a whole lot.
Exactly.
He's been so fixated on finding this boogeyman, which he's been trying to track you down.
Do you know why? That's a story that you should talk to him about.
What if I don't want to talk to him about it? I want to talk to you.
Well, take a seat. Because you'll see that he's standing.
Just like in the storybooks, you just see her just floof.
Your brother, he is chasing somebody. 'Tis not I. The question is, who and why? I've met your brothers on multiple occasions. Has he told you about missing time?
Not that I could recall.
Did he tell you that he was seeking help?
No.
You'll see him pull out from a drawer a folder. Patient Victor Ramos.
I yank it out of his hand and start opening it and rummaging through all the documents.
The documents you rummage through is that Victor has been seeing someone. We've seen multiple people. Hearing multiple voices. He hasn't slept in weeks. Yet he's so fixated on a person that he believes is real. Hector.
Who's Hector?
Exactly.
Oh, so you don't know either?
Oh no, I know. But the question here is, does your brother know?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say no, he doesn't.
Victor is chasing ghosts here, Vivi. I've tried to warn him before. I am his therapist.
Okay. There's a lot of questions there. How are you his therapist, for one? And two, are we talking about real ghosts? Or are we talking about a figment of your imagination ghosts? Because from my understanding of our prior investigations, there are real ghosts around here.
There are real ghosts around here, Vivi. What he is chasing is someone that he believes is real. I have yet to figure out if this person is a figment of his imagination. But what I can say is that he strongly believes that this person is real. I have personally sought out files at the government center. I met Victor, and who's the one with the hat?
Echo, Cece, they wear hats.
I don't know. It's the person with the big hat. And they were with someone. Someone who wanted to end everything, Vivi.
End everything as in the world, or everything that's going on in their head?
What do you know of Naomi Harborough?
Question, do I know, does that name actually ring a bell to Vivi?
That is your light keeper.
Thank you. I was like, hold on, I need to know this. Yes, I know her well.
How well, Vivi?
Well enough to know that she's part of Candela, and she helps us with assignments. And I don't think I've seen her recently, actually. I think that's who I went to go find with Kaz and Monica.
Monica. M. Why did you bring her to the ball?
I was told that she needed to remain safe.
The ball is the last place she needed to be. Who told you to bring her there?
I can't remember.
Was it Naomi?
Perhaps?
Tis why it is good she is dead then. And
can I do a read check on him? I want to make sure he's telling the truth.
Sure. Go for it.
A 1 and a 5.
So you have a mixed success. How long have you known Hatter now, Vivi?
Many years, probably going on a decade at least.
Then you know that Hatter would not lie to you. What he is telling you is the truth. She is dead. You also realize that he is telling you the truth about your brother.
Vivi is visibly angry looking at the file because he never told her about any of this.
To be fair, Vivi, your brother hides many secrets, like the organization that you work for.
He wouldn't do that, though. He's my brother. He would tell me everything.
Apparently not. This organization has been keeping secrets and people obey. There are people who they lock away in the Pharaohs. Do you know that, Vivi? And what you would know, Vivi, is that you have heard people are locked away in the Pharaohs when there is encounter of bleed. And it is said to help contain the magic that could overtake their bodies and harm others. You would know this for being a Candela member. It is not a secret they hold on to, but it is not well known in the public.
Yes, I've heard about some of that and didn't really pay attention because, I didn't want to believe that was true.
Then you know they take people away from their families. What kind of organization keeps you away from your families and then keep it a secret from others?
A terrible one.
Exactly.
Would they do that to my brother?
They would hide him away. They would hide me. And he pauses. I know you are not blind, Vivi. They would hide me away. That is why we have turned off the fourth Pharaohs. We need to bring those people back home.
How do we do it?
We've already done it.
Who did we recover?
We recovered many. Some good, some evil. Others, they need to be locked away.
So why are we saving all of them?
That wasn't by choice.
I see. So, when I mean we, I mean my circle and Candela as a whole. When you say we, who do you mean?
And he looks over to the board. It looks like you have figured out some of us.
So, like her, she points to Wendy.
No.
What about him?
Moves your finger over to Peter. Him. He is one. He was done wrong. Do you know that story, Vivi?
Only bits and pieces, as you could tell. And she has like news clippings of things that kind of piece together his story.
He's gonna rummage through the things that are put on to the board, and he's gonna look for newspaper clippings, and he finds one. It looks like this article. You're half right. And he's going to take it and rip it and turn it around and paste it onto the board. This is a story that everyone forgets. Peter was done wrong. They stole his work. Michael, Wendy, and John are not innocent. The death that they have received was justified. They stole his work, Vivi, and took it upon themselves and made him crazy. They put him in the asylum, and this is only half of it.
Right. Well, that explains all of that. Where do you come in on this?
Vivi. And he's going to sit down. He gets a little weak as he's still recovering. It's only day 3. Remember the time where I stopped writing to you?
Yes.
Tis not on purpose. This organization, Candela, came to look for me. And I worked for them. I was a member. And when I went out to my first assignment, I came in contact with a being beyond my comprehension. And he signs himself into what I am today. This creature breaks reality. The things you see in your mind are all in your mind, Vivi. None of it is real. That is what this thing does to me, and you can see he gets a little angry. The more I use it, the more it consumes me. But Candela, they wanted to take me away and lock me forever. The only thing that I can think about was protecting you from all of this. So I did what I could only do, what we are trained to do. And I took care of the situation. I did this to get back to you.
Well, I'm here now, so you don't have to do this by yourself any longer.
I did some terrible things, Vivi.
I'm sure they are for the greater good.
This organization does more than just hide people away, Vivi. They lie to you. They've been lying to all of us.
Then we shall expose them for what they've done.
That is my mission.
It's our mission.
I will not drag you into this.
You already have.
That's fair.
So let me help you.
He'll grab the back of your head and lean in his forehead. And he'll whisper, and this is why you are my Alice.
She smiles and kisses his cheek.
Yes. We have work to do, querida. We need to get ready for Mother. That is the thing we must not let in.
Understood, my love.
And he'll signify into the cogwheel that he has and you have in your hand. That must not get to him. That plays a song. You've listened to it, no?
Many times while you were asleep.
It calls to him. That is the key to bringing Mother back. There are many other pieces that I have scattered throughout this entire city.
Why do you keep this one?
Did you look at it?
Yes.
Open it again.
She pulls it out of the box and opens it.
What you see inside the box is a bright glowing cogwheel. The music playing loudly, obviously the one that we're listening to right now. As you inspect it closer, you notice that there is an inscribing in it. And the inscription on it says, "To my querida Alice, forever you will be my heart."
She tears up a little bit. Well, then you must hold on to this.
I don't know if I can. There is something coming, and I don't think we are ready for it, querida.
Well, we're going to have to be ready for it, just like any other battle, no?
Yes.
What can I do to get ready?
You'll see that he starts to open his mouth, and the camera fades back into a wider shot, and it fades to black. The camera then goes out side of the cabin and takes a wider shot. You see the beach, you see sands, and far off in the distance, you can see an outline of a city, New Fair. New Fair is about a 12-hour drive from this cabin. The camera then goes back to this small town, and you can watch as two shop owners are talking to one another, whispering things, talking about a lady with blonde hair coming every day looking for supplies. You can see another figure in the background, someone we are familiar with. Oscar shows up and takes the information. The camera starts to follow Oscar back to the city. Oscar is now whispering to Kaz's ears, and then Kaz ends up speaking back to Oscar. He stands up with his cane and puts the hat onto the bedpost. Tells Oscar to go get the rest of them. We then reunite with Vivi and Hatter back in the room. As the camera comes back, do you understand everything I have told you?
I do.
We will get this through together. And you watch as he hesitates to say the last words. Now, we have work to do. You've been to the town, no?
A few times, yes.
There's a shopkeeper. Flor. Have you seen her?
I think so, yes.
She has a little dog. A long dog. Almost caterpillar-like. I call him Cap. He can speak. Go speak to them.
What do I tell them?
I have sent you. They'll know what to do.
All right, I'll go.
Is there anything you'd like to do or ask before you leave the cabin?
Oh man, where are my notes at? I think she takes a look at the board one last time and pieces everything together. In the corner, she also has their letters pinned up as well, and she has a portrait underneath hers of her brother, and she has the file pinned to it. The web is getting a whole lot bigger for her, so I think she takes a moment to take it all in. She gives a kiss to Hatter, and she's on her way.
As you guys are kissing, you're gonna notice that Hatter really gets passionate with this kiss and holds on to you just a couple seconds longer.
She giggled. I'll be back shortly.
Of course, querida. I've just missed you so much.
I've missed you too.
And the camera will fade to black as Vivi heads into town. This town, it's a very small town. Something you would find in the cottages in the 1900s, just a street, not very big. It's one street full of towns and stores. You've been here many, many times. You kind of stick out like a sore thumb due to your blonde hair, but...
I'm glad it's the hair and not the scars on my face.
We don't talk about the scars, just the hair. So, we watch as you enter into the store and the bell rings. And behind the counter you see a lady. Her name is Flor.
Hello, señorita, ¿cómo estás? How you doing? Welcome into my casita. How are you? Oh, yes, you girl, you looking nice today. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Thank you.
Qué linda. Yes, I love it.
I appreciate it. Do you do someone by the last name Hatter? Hatton?
Francisco? Ah, he's a sweetheart. ¿Cómo estás? How he doing?
He's okay. Not in the best conditions. He sent me on his behalf, wanted me to speak to you and your little dog too.
Oh, yes. You mean Cap Toto? Yes. Capitoto. Capitoto. Cappy, come here, Cappy, come here. And you'll see her whistle. Come on, Cappy, where are you? And from the back, you'll see this little dog, abnormally long, run from the back all the way to the front, tongue sticking out, and he's just bug-eyed, happy to see you, tail wagging. He's got some funky looking colors on him though. Like it's like green, blue spots on him. And he's just like, he's the happiest little dog ever. Like think of, for those who've seen a movie somewhere called Deadpool Wolverine, you're thinking about that dog that you saw in that movie. Think a little bit larger, green and bluish, all right? And he's just happy to see you, right? So he comes up right next to her and he's looking at you, looking at her, looking at you, looking at her. And then he looks at the door, kind of cockeyed.
There's no one else there.
You'll see this dog just sit up, get on its hind legs, and then from the back of God knows where, he pulls out a little hat that puts on his head, and he's got his paws now that he laps it together. It's about damn time you got here, Vivi. We got some explaining to do. And that's where we're gonna take a break. All right. We watch as the camera zooms back into the town next to New Fair. We watch as Vivi is now literally staring at a dog who has put a top hat on. Or a small little boulder hat is what I should say. And he's clasped his paws together and is now looking at you, Vivi. It's about damn time you've been here. Look. Where's Hatter?
Hatter's a little bit predisposed at the moment. I am so sorry that I'm late.
Look, all I have to say right now is that you are someone special, Vivi. Why don't you ever use your correct last name?
You mean my full name? I haven't used that in a very long time. See, I've been undercover. And I really don't think that people should know. They should know Vivi Escape, not Vivi Alice.
Vivi Alice. And he takes a kind of a step back. Yes, that is good now. His voice changes. Yes, we all have secrets, no? And he pulls out a little stovepipe. And he changes into a small human. So, Vivi Alice, we all have our secrets around here, no?
Evidently.
Yes. So does your brother, as you may have already known.
He sees things. What else do you know about him?
He is chasing someone who he doesn't realize he's not even in the same city. And he's gonna...
Why? Is he in the same realm?
That is the question now. Is he in the same realm?
Is it alive or dead?
It depends on what your definition of alive and dead are. If time doesn't exist, are you really alive? Or are you dead?
It's a good question. I really don't know. But I'm asking the questions here.
Yes, you are. Are
Okay.
you feeling okay?
I'm gonna smoke. Yes, I'm fine.
Yes. So, go on, ask your questions.
Is this entity in a body that I need to be concerned with? Or is it outside of a body? In which case I have to turn back time, have some sort of magical powers that apparently everybody has but me.
Ah, yes. Magic. You are with, and he looks you up and down. That organization, Candela, no. Yes?
No. Yes.
It's okay, it's complicated, don't worry.
It really is.
You know, your hatter was in the organization, you know? And look at
Which
where it
one?
got him.
Oh, yes, that organization. Yes, see, precisely my point, but hold on. Because he didn't get that very far in all of this, and you can turn into a dog.
Oh, yes. It's because I don't belong here. I live in the in-between, the veil. Things aren't what they seem.
So you live in a pocket of time.
There is no time where I live. So are we alive or are we dead?
Well, right now I think you're crazy.
Yes. Ah, crazy. Crazy's all about his perspective, no.
Dare I say you're mad at this point?
Oh, yes, to be mad. What does it mean to be mad? To be angry? To be upset? No, to have an emotion that spears up another emotion. Oh, the complexity of the human emotions have always perplexed me. Yes, what it is to be mad, no? Are you mad?
I might be.
Interesting. So,
I need to know why Francisco sent me to you.
oh yes, I forgot about that matter. So, Francisco, and he now crosses his legs, and a chair appears right when he's about to sit down. Francisco. Yes, he is. And he hesitates. Do you know Francisco has a secret?
He has loads of secrets, but none with me.
That may be true, yes? Or no? What has he told you?
Now, why would I give away my secrets to you?
You know this better than everyone else now, Vivi Alice. Information is currency.
Yes, see, that is a line that I usually say.
It's a rather good line, no?
It is, but there's a page that I like to take out of my brother's book, and she lifts him by his ankles and starts to shake him a little.
Hey, put me down!
Give me your secrets and your answers, and I will put you down.
Okay, I can't give you my secrets when the world is upside down.
Your world is already upside down. Give me an answer. Why did Francisco send me to you?
Okay. You don't need to get hasty now. Put me down.
She slams him down.
Aye! Rude!
You know what's rude? She takes his hat and puts the hat on.
That is my hat! Give it to me!
Come and get it. Come and get it.
No! Give me that! And he reaches, and he can't obviously reach because he is 10 or 2 times shorter than you are.
And Phoebe's pretty short.
Give it back right now!
Give me your secret. Why did Francisco send you? Me, to you.
Fine. You can never have fun around here anymore. So, let me tell you. Francisco is trying to protect the ones he loves. That is obvious. And he scoffs at you.
I already knew that. Keep going.
Yes. But what you don't know is that there is someone else who is really pulling all the strings here.
Who?
What day it is?
It's Thursday.
So you've already encountered the string.
Yes.
Do you know who pulls the strings around here like a puppet?
A puppet master?
But this one really has no strings, does he?
No, I guess not. Oh, is this another riddle? I'm terrible with riddles.
Look. There is a third that you must be aware of.
Yes, mother. Right?
No. You see him hesitate and look around the room. Go ahead and read roll for me.
Happily. 2 4s.
It's a mixed success. You notice not much, but you do notice that he hesitates while he looks around the room. You don't understand what he's looking for, but he is looking for something. He turns to you. You are looking for M, no?
Yes.
She went with you this time.
Yes, and then she disappeared, and there was a red string.
Yes. Was it attached?
Yes.
To whom?
To her. And no one else. Oh, Hatta had one.
Then you have my answer.
That somebody else is pulling the strings that I don't see or know.
Yes.
How am I supposed to defeat something that I don't know?
Here's a page from your book. And he leans in, grabs his hat, and puts it on his head, and moves back. Meal. And you said information is resource. It is currency. Look for who is the one pulling the strings.
will take you. And as he says the last thing, the camera muffles out and goes outside as we watch the four of you start walking into the town. It has been 3 days since all of you have been in Cecily's house. Friendly reminder to my players to always unmute. And you will watch as the camera shifts to each person. To Myra, Echo, Cecily, and Victor. You can hear the sound of sand being shuffled as the streets are not paved. They're made of dirt. You can read shop signs all around. You can read a shop sign that says Geppetto. You can read another shop sign that says Neverland. And a third shop sign that says Wonderland. Each one with its own specific design. Which one do you guys enter?
I would, before we choose which one to enter, Echo is gonna attempt to do like the bleed detector-y thing that she can do sometimes.
Sure.
And just like sweeping, like, is it abnormally concentrated here?
Sure. Go ahead and roll for me.
Alright.
I'm gonna be rolling a read roll. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do while that's being resolved? Echo.
Are there any window displays or that kind of thing in any of these?
Yes.
5.
A 5. That is a mixed success. Awesome. And as you are looking through the city, you're noticing that the glass on the windows all have the names. It's pretty sprawled out. When you look at the Geppetto sign, it looks broken and broken down a bit. It doesn't look like anyone has really upkept that area very well. There's a lot of dust on the window. When you look over to Wonderland, you can see a bunch of tea sets and mushrooms and beautiful greenery. It looks almost like a florist. And then when you go to Neverland, you can see a bunch of toys all over the place. The toys are of stuffed animals and things of that nature. So that is what you see. Echo, while you're scanning, you cannot pick up anything really out of the norm in this location. Everything seems to be kind of in its place.
Alright. Cool.
Which of these did you... This is a quite different part of town than everything else that's been going on. You said you got a tip that we were supposed to head here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, just the neighborhood, or what are we looking for?
Would we be able to make the connection between Wonderland and the Mad Hatter? Okay, I figured not. That's universe and all that. I'm not entirely certain. I'm also not super certain what we're here for, just that this is where we needed to be.
A lot of these shops, I think. I think maybe our best bet would be to take a look at Neverland and see where this takes us.
Maybe we can find someone and get some more information from there.
Hopefully
I doubt there's anyone in that one, and she's gonna point to the one that has like the broken down sign.
Can I look around the area? Are there any like statues or anything like that around here?
Statues? No. It's a small town.
Okay.
You can see
Could be
shopkeepers
garden gnomes,
outside.
I don't know.
You can see shopkeeps and stuff outside. As you guys are trying to figure out the area, the camera zooms back into the same location where the short man and Vivi are talking. So, our time is almost up here, Vivi Alice. Are you going to sprout your wings and fly, or are you going to stay?
I want to fly.
Then you know what you must do. Transform into a beautiful butterfly.
I shall do just that as soon as I take care of some business.
He's going to look outside the Wonderland shop window. And he's going to notice the four of you. And he'll signal over to Vivi. Looks like you have company. And it is my time to go.
How do they find me?
Well, you are a young, beautiful lady with golden locks. It's a small town. Word gets around.
Noted. Well, thank you for your help. Not so much help, more confusion, but...
What?
Don't give me that. Don't give me that face.
I didn't do nothing. Don't do that.
And he gets up in your face and goes,
Look, just because you're taller than me doesn't mean I am not good enough.
You are wonderful. She pats him on the head, gives him a little kiss on the cheek.
and he kind of scruffs away like a dog. And you can see as he transforms back into that green and blue looking dog figure as he walks towards the back. What do you decide to do?
Well, I've been spotted, or no, I have not been spotted yet.
No, you have not been spotted yet. You can see them more than they can see you.
Well, this is a good time to note that I think I'm the stealthiest one of the group.
Sure.
I'm pretty good at seeing things, so
As am I, honestly.
Well,
I'm distracted.
so
my skill.
here's what I'll say. Vivi Alice is a trained spy. Also, we're gonna roll for this. So, Vivi, go ahead and roll a hide roll for me. And who would like to try to spot Vivi?
I would.
All right, go ahead and roll a. You know what? You guys are actually facing the shop right now, so I'm gonna give you guys this roll at disadvantage. So go ahead and roll a read roll, because you wouldn't be.
It can't be survey.
Yeah, you could be survey.
It literally says spot. It literally says spot under survey.
Sure, we can do
At
survey.
disadvantage, does it not matter? It doesn't matter what we get,
It does.
though, right?
It does matter. So, if you're doing that disadvantage, you're gonna tell me the worst roll of the two.
Okay.
Two rolls.
I do have a gilded in survey, is why I really wanted it to be survey. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I have to take the worst of the two, even though one's gilded,
Worst
right?
of the two, because you guys don't. You're looking for something. You don't know it's Vivi, number one, and number two, you're looking at the opposite side of the street, so you're not going to be looking for her, which is why it's at disadvantage.
My soul is a little hurt because I did get a 6 on my gilded and a 1 on my non-gilded.
Okay, that's fair.
So, my dice luck last week was wildly amazing. This week, I also rolled a 6 and a 1.
Okay, perfect. Awesome, great. You guys have no idea that Vivi's even getting out of the store.
I rolled a 6 on my gilded dice.
So perfect. You get.
That's such a goofy sign. I'm focused on that sign. Wow, I can't believe no one kept up with that sign.
Wow, that's a wonderful sign.
Real quick, it was only Echo that was rolling for that, correct?
Both of them.
No, I also rolled.
They
Okay,
both
gotcha.
decided to roll. Yes. So, Vivi?
Where did you even get this tip from? Wasting time.
Think it's from Kaz, but it's hard to tell now where information is coming from.
It was from Oscar, but yes.
It was from Oscar. I lied. It's totally Oscar that told me this information, actually.
You said that.
So as Vivi escapes, literally, the store, where are you heading, Vivi?
Not to Hatter just yet because she knows that her brother's actually really good at finding her. So if he does spot her, she doesn't want to lead any of them back to Francisco.
Sure. So there is an alleyway you can hide, or you can try to gain access to the rooftops.
And I was like, why would I hide in a place that it's easy for them to get to me? I'm going up.
Fine with me. Go ahead and you're gonna roll a move roll to see how successful you get up this without getting spotted. As we were waiting for that resolve, Victor, Cecily, Echo, and Myra, you notice at the storefront that the inside to this store is very dusty. It hasn't been upkept at all. The sign seems to be run down, and it looks like tape of some sort is draped all across the floor. Victor, you would know what this tape looks like.
Crime scene tape. Interesting. I'm gonna go over to the door and see if I can't open it.
Sure, while we resolve that, Vivi, what did you roll?
A 1 and a 5.
Okay, 5 is a mixed success. You are so acrobatic right now. Explain to me how you get to the roof.
I'm assuming there's some sort of fire escape ladder,
Sure.
and Vivi expertly grabs onto it and skips a couple of the steps as she kind of like does quick little flips and gets herself like up onto the ledge of the roof.
Perfect. As you get to the ledge of the roof, you notice there's a little ledge that you can hide behind. Your hair is very golden, so even though you can peek around the corners, you could definitely tell if someone takes a quick glance that there's something up there. So you can do that, or you can just lay flat. It's up to you.
I'm going to lay flat.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna go ahead and lay flat. As the investigation, Victor, you go ahead and try to jimmy this door open. You notice that the door at first is really hard to turn the handle, but as you continue to jimmy it a little bit more, the door becomes loose and swings open. You hear a creak of the sound of the door opening, and you can see a bunch of dust just rush towards the door as the pressure of the room changes from a door not being open for what sounds like years.
Victor, do we really think that whatever we're looking for is going to be in a place that's already been gone over by the periphery?
Just because it's been gone over by the periphery, take a look around you, see all this dust. Doesn't mean somebody hasn't already moved in here and done something else with it. Stuff something in the back. They don't have to use the front. It's okay.
All right, then.
Tread carefully. Be mindful of anything that seems out of the sorts. Anything that doesn't look like it should be here. And you'll see as he like wipes a bunch of dust off of it. Anything that doesn't look like it's old.
What?
I'm here. I'm hearing it.
Do you think you should go towards or away from that?
Let's go towards it. Because every time I get close, my heart beat gets louder. The ticks grow louder as well. I pull out my watch.
Can we hear the ticking? Or is
No.
it still just Victor?
There's no ticking.
There's no ticking.
What is Myra doing?
That's a good question at all times, actually. What is Myra doing?
Standing about, if you'll let her, about 5 feet from the person in the pack, just kind of against one of the shop walls, paying absolutely no attention.
Myra, as you're staring at the wall, start to hear the laughter of the little girl. This laughter hasn't left you, has it?
Nope.
How long has it been?
I don't keep track of time.
What is time?
I don't know that answer.
Do you want to see her again?
That's a stupid question, because you know that answer.
Of course I do. Now, you're done playing games. If you really want to see her again, take care of the rest. You failed to do that a couple days ago. You're lucky I'm even giving you a second chance.
You know, you need to learn to be better with your words. You're not very clear. You're not very good. And frankly, I don't like you.
The feelings withdraw. Honestly, I thought you were gonna die. So the fact that you're still here proves to me that you have more than meets the eye.
Yeah, I've been told that before. I'm working on it, but I'm not gonna stab someone twice in broad daylight. So you're gonna have to wait.
You guys do hear this conversation, one-sided though. Just so y'all know, making sure that this is clear.
Question: as somebody sitting on the roof, do I hear this?
You're a little too far to hear this. She's kind of She's kind of inside the house or inside the store.
I feel like.
Oh, I thought she was outside. Okay.
No, sorry. You go for it. Oh, my bad. I thought I had interrupted you. That's my fault. Echo immediately clocked this and turned slowly to face Myra, just like.
No, you're not going to try to stab somebody in broad daylight twice.
Was it the voices again?
You're not on Scarlet this time, are you?
I don't have any weapons. Nothing to fear.
A shard of a tea set is not a weapon, technically.
Was a couple days ago.
Maybe, but the voice, what did it say this time?
I'm not telling you that.
Why not?
'Cause I don't have to.
We've given you another chance.
She's not wrong.
I would like to just.
You are welcome to jump into the mind if you want to go for it.
Will I? No, we're busy. We're busy right now. I can't afford to just zone out right now.
Let's not go such.
But later.
Let's not go invasive just yet.
I'd like to make a suggestion that maybe in our previous experience of the last few days, going towards the things that are haunting the two of you has been a bad idea and has ended in bad things.
So what are you suggesting? Leave?
We don't know that it's this place that's covered in dust and hasn't been opened in God knows how long.
As you say that, Cecily, you hear a voice of Yao.
That's strong talk coming from someone who a couple days ago couldn't even stand on their own 2 feet.
I walk out the door. I'm going towards whatever shop is of the 3 shops is nearest to this one.
Of course. Running away, as always. Never here to confront anything in front of them. I guess Gillian was right. You are useless.
Cece,
What?
I get it. Voices are probably saying some really fucked up shit right now. But just like we mentioned yesterday, they're trying to scare us. They're trying to keep us from finding shit that may potentially lead to their downfall. That's why every time I feel like I get close, my heart just starts to palpitate, and I hear this fucking ticking. Now we're seeing as Myra is hearing some voices too, and now you. Every time we get closer, it jumps out to scare us. It's trying to split us up. All of us. As you can see, Vivi's not here. Whatever Hatter did, whatever Hatter said, she's not here, but we are.
I'm worried about her.
How do you think I feel?
Yeah.
I feel more responsible for that than anything else.
Do you really, Victor?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do feel really, really responsible for that.
I am going to go ask somebody. These other shops look like they may have people in them. And if I go inside them and ask if they've seen a beautiful blonde woman, very petite, curly hair, they might have an answer. That's useful, yes?
Echo starts doing the hand thing at her side again, as she grows more and more nervous, as she's watching you 3 kind of like have this conversation between the 4 of us, but also you 3 are also responding to entities that she can't hear. And so she's just growing more and more nervous that like potentially y'all aren't yourselves. And so she's just sitting there trying to like fidget and stim to try to keep herself calm and collected and focused. And so when you ask that question, she's just kind of like almost like zoned out, just like really trying to hold her brain cell here.
Okay, fine. Go ask the question. See if they've seen her. But if there's something I know about her, she doesn't want to be found. She's not going to be found. She'll come out. She'll come out when she's ready. I hope. Hope it's not too late for me.
I'm standing outside the door because I do genuinely want to go do that. I do feel like that is where I can be useful here. But
Sure.
also, the last time somebody was in a room alone with Myra did not go well.
That's where I'm at too, because Echo very much wants to go with Cece and try to like make progress in our search.
Sure.
However, she does not know whether she can trust Myra alone with anybody.
Myra, what do you decide to do?
I think she's kind of like, I'm clocking a little bit of this like triangle of like, we have a dog on a leash who's gonna walk it type of energy.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of go, lead the way, I'm coming.
Cecily, up to this point, has never carried herself like a snooty rich lady very often, but she's trying very hard to hold her head high. Yeah, it's a small enough neighborhood, it's quiet enough. If you yell, we'll hear you. So yell, Victor.
Or you just hear a gun go off, one of the two.
That works too.
Noted. And Echo's also gonna follow CC out.
Perfect.
Eat mask, head held high.
As you guys are entering one shop, you talk to the shop owner. Nothing happens. You head into the Wonderland shop, and the door swings open. The camera's facing you, CC, as you walk through, and the three of you enter the store and are meted by
Hey, ¿cómo estás, señorita? How you doing today? Welcome to my store. Yeah.
Hello.
And the
Hi.
door swings back, and the camera will then go to Victor. Victor, what are you looking for?
I'm looking around to see if there's anything out of place. Just like I'd mentioned to everybody else, if we were given the tip to come in this area, if somebody is using this area, obviously they're not going to say up front, I just want to keep that appearance going, but probably towards the back is where I'm going to want to head. But I'm going to walk over to the door and watch them enter into the store before I venture on back.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for me. And what you're going to roll a survey for me.
Okay. I got a 6.
Perfect. As you're in this room, you're gonna start noticing that the dust has not settled in certain locations. When you open the door, the puff of air came in, and what seemed to be footprints on the floor has been vanished.
Do I clock the ticking starting to be there in the background?
Yes.
I'm gonna look back at the store across, back across the street towards the store that they were at one more time.
Sure. When you do, Vivi is in front of you.
Hello, brother.
Hermana, figured you'd find me.
She socks him in the stomach.
I deserve that.
You deserve quite a lot more.
Oh, that depends on what exactly I did wrong this time.
She grabs him by the ear and leads him into the alleyway.
You're just gonna hear me like, God, we're not. You could have just said, follow me. That would have worked fine.
All right, mister, I have been seeing a therapist and don't tell his sister anything.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. Yes, I have a lot.
Things that are going on up here. Have you not been talking to somebody about it?
No. Well, now I am. Those three over there, let's go point across the street. But no, I haven't been talking to anybody. What do you
Who
mean?
have you been trying to follow all this time?
You're gonna see as Victor pulls out the watch, takes a look at it. Remember about 20 years ago when all this started? I distancing myself from the family and everything.
It seems to be a habit of everybody that I get involved with. They all just disappear. So go ahead, continue.
I'm hearing the ticking. What's back there? Sorry. Baby, I've been chasing after somebody for 20 odd years. And I've not been able to explain how they've done this, how they've done the disappearances, the murders, and I've not been able to piece it together. 20 years. The biggest thing that drove it was because I got obsessed. Somebody's been more clever than I have been. I would say even on your level, to where I can't figure out how the hell they're doing it. They're able to just be beyond what I can put together.
That's because you're fucking slow.
Have you considered that this thing that you're chasing is in your head only? That it doesn't exist?
Partially. That has crossed my mind. Except for the fact that the last person I told all this to was Hector. I didn't tell you about him because, well, I was too deep into this investigation.
Hector?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Hector?
Hector. Hector. Oh, yes, Hector. What's my name, Victor?
He was a gentleman I fell in love with, and we were together for 2 years before. He was always on time. Always on time for everything. So when I came home and he wasn't there, I knew something was wrong.
So you searched for this for 20 years?
When you love somebody and this person took them away from you, what else are you supposed to do?
Tell your family about it?
I was afraid that they were going to come after you, after Mama, Papa, after everybody else.
You're so afraid that they're gonna come after poor little Vivi.
Yes.
Get over yourself, Victor. I've always protected my own hide here. And you shot me.
That was unintentional. That was not my fault. I did not aim the weapon at you. I was aiming it at the one who was coming after you all. It was somebody else who will remain nameless.
Who is it? Who is it, Victor? Is it in your head again?
It was the one that stabbed Hatter.
Who?
What do you mean?
Who was it?
Baby, he was standing right next to you. He was the one that stabbed.
What's his name? You don't even know. Oh, the perfect detective, the perfect sibling, has no clue.
I never said I was fucking perfect. Cut the fucking bullshit. Like, you're fucking perfect. Like, you are the one that has all the fucking skills in the world, that is able to do everything that they're supposed to do. The amazing sister that you have been.
I went to war for you.
Protecting herself. Just like I'm protecting. What is it even? What's it even fucking worth anymore?
What are you protecting, Victor? Your own ass?
I'm sorry. I've been a selfish asshole.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you have.
thought I was doing it pretty well. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying what I said.
You dragged me into an organization. I followed you blindly, thinking that this life was doing something. I wanted to be closer to you, and you just kept putting up your walls, your secrets. And I'm really good at figuring out secrets. That was my job. Why? Were you afraid I wasn't going to accept you?
Baby, what if it's me?
What if it's you what?
I've been losing sleep for a long time. I've been hearing these voices. I've been hearing my heart. I've been hearing ticks. I've been hearing a lot of things, and I'm scared. Edmund, I'm scared that this is all just me. What if I'm behind everything? What if that's
what? A murder?
a series of murders, a series of disappearances? And then to join Candela to help them out, things have just gotten worse.
Why would you join an organization that you think is going to help and they haven't helped you?
Hold on, I can hear my heart beating.
Now that is the question, Victor. Who have you been chasing, Victor?
The voice just asked me, who have I been chasing? It's laughing at me now.
Why are you even entertaining this voice? Why does it? What hold does it have over you?
I don't know. I think that's what scares me the most. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know how I can stop it. I don't know if it's going to cause me more suffering. I don't know if it's going to cause me to hurt you or anybody else.
Victor, you've gone mad.
What is madness? I don't even know anymore.
It's a state of mind that keeps you locked up.
It's gone.
So you choose to stay locked up? Or do you choose freedom like I do?
Victor. As she says that, from behind her, a shoe comes out, a leg, and a man in a suit with tendrils all over his face, and his hands stand behind Vivialis.
Vivi, get behind me.
Why?
From where we're standing, how close are we to the wall?
Good 5-10 feet.
No. This is a hallucination that trying to get better at this. I'm seeing a man with tendrils behind you.
Vivi looks behind her.
Hola, mi amor.
Hello, darling.
How did you get here?
Don't you understand? different ways to approach a problem. It's not just black or white. It's not just living or dead. There's veils and places in between.
That's what we're supposed to keep from tearing down. We're supposed to keep the two worlds separate.
Who's we, Candela?
Yes.
No. I will not stand with Candela. They try to hurt my hatter. They're going to try to hurt you, and they're certainly going to try to hurt me. And I'm sure they've already taken your pretty little Hector.
Victor.
Your voice.
Victor.
It's the same voice I've been hearing in my head.
Victor. Do you not understand yet, Victor?
Explain it to me like I'm fucking 8. How about that?
It's because you are fucking 8, you fucking nincompoop. Ah, Victor. Yes. You, sir, are on one side of me. But you are so fucking blind.
Hold on real quick. One thing. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. Why did you not kill me? The day you killed Naomi, why did you not kill me? Why did you not kill Echo? That's been bugging me a little bit. I need to know this.
Yes, you finally have grown some cojones and asked the right question.
Okay.
Why are you still alive, Victor?
My question first.
Naomi. What do you know about her?
What do you know about her?
He drops the voice. Look, Victor, Naomi is not who you think she was.
And who are you in all of this?
I am a hand that deals with the in-between.
Why?
Isn't it obvious?
No, it's not. Partially, but I also want to see what your response is.
He grabs Vivi by the hand, and his hands interlace with hers. You wouldn't do anything for the ones you love and protect, Victor.
Okay.
Secrets.
Secrets. We all have them, don't we?
Oh, yes, but see, if you would have asked me, I would have told you.
So why?
Then why what?
What has he told you what this is all about?
I've already told you everything. This is about love.
Is it?
Yes, dear.
You would see my eyes aren't necessarily looking at you, but they're looking at him. You'd be like, is it for love? Or was there something else?
Victor. You would know if you have loved someone as deeply as I love Vivi Alice, that you would do anything for them.
Tear down the whole world if it meant protecting them from something.
Yes, then you understand what you must do.
I think at that point, you're gonna see as I pull my pistol out and shoot it right up into the air.
I'm running.
I am also running.
I'll walk.
Fair.
Oh no! What have I missed
so much.
Oh, so
I think as soon as like the pistol goes off, I'll look over to Vivi and be like, I'll always love you, Hermana.
I'll always love you too. Actually, she's not gonna just let you shoot the gun.
Oh, okay.
I want to grapple him, if that's at all possible. I have my ability of escape artist, which basically I can escape ropes and cuffs, but I'm pretty sure I can also, like, do the opposite. No?
You could. Flavor it. Tell me.
I'd like to grapple him enough to put him in manacles that I have on my person.
Flavor it for me.
So basically using her kind of acrobatic circ skill set, seeing the gun going off basically kind of like triggers her. And in a very quick fashion, she's going to jump, wrap her leg around his neck and bring him down to the ground, and then basically pull out her manacles and like clip him basically face down onto the ground.
All right, Victor.
As soon as she does that, I imagine that because she's taking me down, I'm going to lead in that direction. She takes me down. It doesn't go up into the air. But I do imagine that it does go in his direction.
Vivi, as you're taking him down, the gunshot goes off. And you hear... as the Hatter is now hunched over and shot. This time, there seems to be a stream coming out.
Vivi screams, looks at Victor, basically shoves his head into the floor,
Perfect.
and runs to go catch Hatter.
That's a body for you, Victor.
Yep. Deserve that one.
Vivi, you run over to Hatter. And Hatter is now slowly going down to the floor as you catch him. You do notice that he was hit right above the aorta.
No. We can fix this. We fixed this last time.
Yeah. You were always...
No, you can't do this to me. Stay here. Stay with me, please. No. Victor, what did you do?
Pull the trigger. I was supposed to go up into the air. That was my sign for the others.
What did you do what?
To call for help.
You would call help from your own sister?
Not from you. From him. From whatever else I came across. Fuck. And you're gonna see as I'm just gonna walk over, I'm gonna take off my coat, see what else I can do, and just kind of try and stuff it into the wound as much as I can. Fuck. Check his pulse. trying to call for help. Just fuck.
I will find your Hector. And when I do, his time will run out. Vivi starts running.
I'll grab her on the way out.
As the shot reaches back, that we watch as Victor desperately tries to push pressure onto a body of Francisco Hato. He has stopped breathing. He is no longer conscious.
No. Don't die on me now. Don't die on me now.
No response. You do start to see the tendrils that were on his face start to recede. The lifeless body, Francisco Hatton, now lays in your hands.
I'm gonna very quietly walk up behind next to Victor and kneel next to him, just so there's like a physical person with him. I'm gonna put a hand on Victor's back. Just, what happened?
Just appeared. I was trying to explain to her everything. He just came out. And I didn't know what else to do, so I asked him a couple questions. And I felt like I needed help. And I tried to shoot up into the roof so that way I wasn't going to hit anybody, and she took me down. And I shot him. I didn't mean to.
Who was he?
That is the question of the day. This is who killed Naomi.
Well, they were lovers, apparently.
Oh.
That's...
Victor, do you truly think that this is the one you've been chasing this whole time? Is this it? Are you done?
I don't even know anymore. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry, guys.
At least she knows what happened to him. But we do need to find her.
We lost Myra again, didn't we?
I think so. I think we're just down to the three of us and the others. But right now,
What did he tell you?
I can't think right now.
Okay.
Forgive me,
Those who were lost can be found. Maybe we can find another way to keep looking. Maybe we can find them someplace else. We're a circle.
Are we?
We're more of a triangle at this point.
You're gonna see as Victor takes off his hat and just tosses it. I don't even know what the fuck we are anymore. I've lost my sister. One of the few people in this world.
And your
that I actually care
lister
about.
lost her love, so we all lose people, Victor. You haven't lost her. And even if it's lost, it can be found. You have to try.
Yes, what. There's something greater going on here, and I don't know what to do right now. I am so lost. I know.
That makes two of us.
What do we do? I don't know anything right now. I'm at a loss for words. I'm in no way, shape, or form to tell us what to do. We need help. I need help. I don't fucking know.
Echo sits there just kind of listening to Cece and Victor's back and forth, trying to think of something to say that would be helpful in this situation. But she's never really been in the position where she's had people that she's wanted or needed to comfort, because she's never had people in her life that she cared about enough to comfort. And so she's really just sitting there hearing this back and forth, hearing the kind of pain in Cece's voice of Cece clearly connecting to Vivi's struggle at the moment, and the pain in Victor's voice as Victor's trying to reconcile the consequences of his own actions, and Echo just seems to kind of like mentally, that like camera effect where like the whole world goes blurry and it's just like you and your own, like the blood flowing through your veins. That's where Echo is right now. So if you were to look over at her, she's very much just like,
Echo. Through this moment of chaos, there's a slight moment of clarity. You extremely good at rationing things. Your memories start to race. From the last couple days, you realize a lot has happened, but there's always one connection. And there's a moment that you recall. Conversation you had with something. The question you asked was, what am I? At this time, your hat falls to the floor. And you start to look around you. This is a scene you're all too familiar with. The dearly departed. You have a moment where you can reach out. Do you choose to do so?
yes.
At this moment, you don't go into a trance. Your confidence within who you are stands forward. You see your friends, Victor and Cecily, in front of you. And as you do so, both of you, Victor and Cecily, can see Echo's eye starts to shine. almost a projection of Hatter, without his marks, stands before you. You know that the time is very brief. What is the question you're willing to ask?
What were you trying to tell us?
Is that the question you want to ask?
She sits there and she thinks, and it feels longer to her than actually the time that's passing as she's like making this connection and kind of really, really trying to focus. She asks, why do you care at all about me and Victor?
That is the question. You, at a young age, had this gift. Right?
Yeah.
And you were hidden away, were you not?
Yes.
Then why not show the world how beautiful you are?
Because the world hates me for it?
Who said that?
She starts like she's I don't know if this ends up manifesting in like her physical actual person, but like in her head she's very much just like trying to like, she feels like she's mentally, you know when you're like going through it and you feel like you're mentally getting sent back in time to like a younger you. In her head she's back to her bedroom. She's back to being really young and really tiny, trying to like figure out why she's kind of being locked away. She goes, because, and her voice kind of cracks when she says the word parents. She goes, because my parents said so.
They were in Candela, no?
No? Were they?
That is a question you must ask.
Where would I even begin to get that answer?
Look within before you look without. The answers lie in front of you.
All that I've been doing the past 3 weeks have been nothing but looking within.
But within what? Others or yourself?
Echo like opens her mouth, and she inhales as she's like about to just like sass this man, and then it hits her that like she spent so much time walking about other people's brains, traipsing about other people's memories, digging through what their secrets are, and she really hasn't spent much time in her own head thinking about her own past. She's just been kind of like, all right, we're going forward, like. And so she kind of stops in this like mid inhale, and then kind of like takes a step back and is just like, I guess so.
Lift up your chin, little one. No need to be sad or depressed anymore. You are a star among the sea of blackness.
Echo has tears welling kind of right in her eye, and she kind of just blinks it away and just goes, but that doesn't answer why you care about Victor.
That is not my story to tell. And he looks over to Cecily. He's gonna open his mouth, and as he's going to say something, a red string can be seen behind Victor. And for a moment, you can see Francisco turn. Victor, move. And he disappears.
You'll see as I just stand up. Still looking down, still looking at what I had done.
Victor, how long have you been in the Force?
If I'm not mistaken, I was in the Force until for about 11 years. Give or take.
11 years of being in the Force. You've grown a sense of danger, a presence around you. The words move as Hatter's last words before he disappears strikes your brain. Why choose that word?
Everybody get out of here now.
As he says that, two strings can be seen from the bottom of the door rushing towards you, Echo, Cecily, and Victor. What do you do?
I move.
I run.
Go
Can
ahead.
I run?
You can
Can I
go ahead and
run
run.
towards them?
You can run wherever you choose to.
Yeah, I would like to make that move to go hopefully intercept as many of the strings as I can.
Okay.
Echo blinks the tears free from the bottom of her eyes, so they just slide slowly down her face as she grabs Cece's wrist and starts trying to run away.
Go
I'm
ahead.
getting out so somebody can say what happened here.
So, roll a move roll. All three of you. While we do that, Vivi and Myra, we go to you. What's going on over here?
I would have gone for your, depending on if you saw me coming, I probably would have tried to type of grab you, unless you're intent on running past me, in which I'm running with you.
Let's flavor that a little because she's an escape artist. So if you're gonna go to try to grapple her, she's probably gonna be real slippery and kind of whoop. But she slows down her pace, recognizing Myra's intent, and there's nobody else in this group that she would probably want to talk to except for Myra. So she's still running, but it's like the power walking now.
Then with the clock of the eyes, I'm gonna follow you wherever you head. So you lead us.
Vivi's going back to the cottage where all the things were at.
I will follow you if you don't stop me.
I won't stop you.
Okay.
As you guys enter to this cottage, the door, I'm assuming, is going to swing widely open without any intent of trying to catch that door. You bust through in. What are you looking for, Vivi?
I'm looking for the cog.
Okay. As you rummage through the things, you notice that the cog is actually on top of a desk next to the flowers that have been changed once again.
Like, tears are just streaming down her eyes. Like, I don't even know why you're following me right now, but I need to do something, and I need to do something fast. So if you're with me, go ahead and be with me. And if you're not, get out of my way.
Where are we going?
I don't exactly know. I don't know how this thing works. I'm going back in time.
Okay, you want to hold my hand or you want to hug? 'Cause I'm coming.
Really use a hug right now.
Okay, don't know why I offered it. I'm not great at those. And then she kind of like...
The awkward hug.
Exactly.
Vivi's really good at them, so she like...
And Myra's like... I know Vivi's tiny, Myra's huge, so Myra's just kind of like...
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Francisco showed me he had this piece, and it's supposed to help maybe do something. I don't know. Was it the watch or was it the cog?
For what? You don't know what either is for?
To turn back time.
I assume it's a watch if it's turning back time.
And she like clutches the cog.
Hey,
in her
what's the
hand.
cog for?
It's the last piece I have of him.
Do you have the watch or just the cog?
Just the cog. The watch I gave to my brother.
Okay,
Wait. You were with him when I left the watch at the ballroom.
I can get the watch. Question is, you'd probably have to get to me, not me getting to you. I don't hide very well.
I can do that. I can do that really well.
Okay. I don't know that this is the best time to ask you what is going on, but I'd like to know.
A short story is Candela's a lie. Candela's out to destroy those who are special. And we can't let them do that.
You hear voices like your brother does.
Gods know.
Okay. Can I, like, recheck that immediately?
Go for it.
Absolutely no way I'm trusting your ass. Okay.
Like, at least not yet.
Don't worry, I've only got one in read, so it'll be fine.
Sure, everything's fine.
Oh, that's a 3.
All right, you don't see shit.
Okay. Okay. So, I suppose we don't necessarily have reason to trust each other. And in all honesty, you probably shouldn't trust me, but I'd like to go back in time as well. So, if we make that deal, I can get you back there if I can come.
I have no one else to trust right now. But you should know that this is bigger than both of us. And she indicates to the map on the wall, which would probably show that she's a little mad in the head.
What you see, Myra, is tons of scribble and question marks all over. What the camera saw before was something well put together. But what Myra you see It's a bunch of hodgepodge pictures and strings all over the place.
You know that looks like a mess, right?
What do you mean? There's Peter, there's Wendy, there's John. Okay, and there's Hatter, and there's me, and they're all connected. There's one other person that is pulling the strings from all of this.
Well, I didn't say you were wrong. Just said it looks like a mess. Yeah, strings are involved. Okay. So, okay. I'll try and get back there. I'll try and get the watch. Do you know how to use it, or are you going on a guess just to get Hatter back?
I guess?
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, it worked once. It got you 4 out of trouble. No?
That's true. It did bring us back.
The one
Hopefully it
thing
works
that
more
you
than once.
know, Myra, is that it did bring you back.
Yeah.
It brought you back, but the fact that you guys were still hurt, and the fact that everything else stayed the same. Time is linear, so she does not know that nothing has changed.
I pick up what you're putting down. Okay.
Well, it did send us back. What was he trying to do exactly, besides just a vague take down Candela?
It was to save others like him. Like,
Okay. How?
how much does she remember that he told her of the plan?
As much as you want to remember.
Oh, thanks, GM. Much appreciated.
Well, here's what I'll say. You can roll a focus roll, and then
Yes.
depending on the results is what I'll tell you remember. And I
Yeah,
will
great,
say,
awesome. It's a 3.
Okay, perfect, awesome. You don't remember jack shit. All right.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no. Okay.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna amp up this particular scene, and Vivi starts talking to herself and pacing and trying to remember every detail that he was possibly telling her.
While she's pacing, I'm gonna do a little bit of my own voices in my head. I'm gonna be like,
hello? Any help?
Quiet. However, Vivi,
Oh, no.
you do start to hear a familiar voice in your head. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
I am not here with you no more.
I'm going to get you back.
No. That's not how it works.
What do you mean that's not how it... Anything is possible.
Yes. But I am no longer in this plane of existence.
So then I'll follow you.
You can try.
And I'll succeed. As your friend said, I can grow wings and do anything I put my mind to.
And you'll feel an astral plane form in front of you. It is Hatter without his tendrils, his face clean. What does he look like right now? To you?
Oh, he cute. He's tall, slender, olive skin tone, like nice, like chiseled cheeks and a chiseled like chin. Cute little top hat, green eyes, like a little bit of scruffy scruff, but like nicely tailored suit on. He look good.
He'll grab you by your cheek, and he'll look into your eyes once again. That is why you are my Alice. And that is where we end tonight's episode.